Hello everybody, and we are back in my home kitchen. Today we are preparing for a camping trip with Monterey mushrooms. So we're going to demonstrate 3 very simple recipes where you can do most of the prep at home, and then you can just reheat it or even take it ready to eat on your camping trip. So we are celebrating camping season with Monterey mushrooms. They have actually just put together an amazing little ebook that's all about how to go camping with mushrooms and the great ways that you can prep mushrooms when you are enjoying the outdoors at this time of year and always. So the first recipe we're gonna demo today is egg bites. I love egg bites. I think they're really relevant, obviously, camping or not. It's a great thing that you can make ahead and prep at home. And it's a really wonderful way to do breakfast on a budget. I mean, it's really an affordable way to feed a crowd. So perfect for big camping trips. All right, in this measuring cup, I've got a dozen eggs that I have scrambled together really well. No additives, just eggs only. And then I've got some baby Bella mushrooms that I sauteed with about a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I just sauteed them on my stovetop until they were, brown, but still a little like al dente, okay? So that's how I cook these. And then I've had them off the heat for maybe 10 minutes. And the reason that you wanna do that is so you don't wanna put hot ingredients into your eggs. It will actually start cooking the eggs, okay? And then I've got some shredded cheddar cheese. Swiss works really well too with mushrooms. Any sort of bold cheese really complements the mushrooms. All right, here we go. We will start, actually I'm gonna start by the first step. You gotta spray your muffin tins. All right, and I'm gonna do some mushrooms. Fill all these little tins up with mushrooms. All right, so I have divided these up. This is 16 ounces, 1 pound of baby Bella mushrooms that I bought sliced already in the produce department. So that's the big box of the sliced baby Bella sliced mushrooms. And I sauteed them with a little bit of olive oil, let them come to room temperature. And then now it's time to kind of fill up these egg cups. So I'm gonna put green onions in half of them because I'm kind of entertaining a picky crowd. That's the beautiful thing about making these egg cups or egg bites. You can really customize them to suit your crowd. So if you have some people that don't want meat or some people that don't want green onions, here you go. It's very easy. The good thing about mushrooms, first of all, such a great healthy way to start your day. They are a natural source of vitamin D, and they have a hardiness that really nothing else in the produce department has. They truly are an item where when you eat mushrooms in the morning, you're not gonna miss those traditional breakfast meats. So it's a great way to start your day off with that plant-based food and add the nutrient-dense mushrooms to your diet first thing in the morning. So, all right, step 1 and 2 is done. Now, I like to add a little bit of cheese right now, add the eggs, and then I put a little bit more cheese on the top. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this cheese through all of the cups. Again, we're using a cheddar. But you do you. Okay, now it's time to add the egg. Pull this up a little closer so I don't make a huge mess. There we go. Okay, just gonna finish these with a little bit more cheese. And then the prep step on this, it's very easy. 350 degrees, about 20 minutes. Keep an eye on them. If they puff up, that's no big deal. Usually when you pull them out of the oven, they'll deflate a little bit. So, and these are great room temperature. You can put them in the cooler, they're great cold. And of course, if you wanna reheat them, very easy to do, like with a cast iron over the campfire. All right, so into the oven. All right, so the next thing we're gonna prep is plant-based taco meat, all right? But instead of using some meat substitute, we are gonna use the OG of plant-based meat, and that is mushrooms. specifically portobello mushrooms. So the easiest way to do this, and this is actually a trend I found on TikTok, and it's been recreated by a lot of people. I know the Mushroom Council did a really nice TikTok video of this, and it's very easy to make these. The first step, you just take those portobello mushroom caps. You can use a damp paper towel to clean off any dirt or debris from the top of the caps, and then you drizzle olive oil over them, a little bit of salt, pepper, pop them into a 400-degree oven. They're gonna take about 20 minutes to cook, and then we are going to shred them. So I just pulled these out of the oven, and they're nice and hot. You can tell they've cooked down quite a bit since when we put them in, and got a cutting board here. So we're gonna take these, put them onto our cutting board. So you just kind of go after it, and you'll see they start to really pull apart and get that shredded consistency the same way that you would expect from, you know, the shredded meats, like a barbacoa style taco, a pork like carnitas style taco. And we are actually going to, after we shred these, we're going to put them into a glass jar with some taco seasoning. And then you can take that, you know, pre-baked taco meat. And again, it's something that on taco night when you're camping, just dump your shredded portobellos with this seasoning into your cast iron pan or your foil baking sheet. Heat it up. If you want to add a little bit of olive oil or butter to the process at that time, you can. And then you just serve it inside your tortillas. I just love how they just shred right up. I also love that this is a knife-free preparation. This is something, you know, if you're looking for something where you can get your kids in the kitchen or someone who doesn't have great knife skills, this is the recipe for you. Okay, look at that. Came together so well. You can continue to shred this as fine as you would like. It's, you know, there's no real right or wrong way. The biggest objective here is you just want the pieces all pretty uniform in size, and most importantly, you don't want anything too big or clumpy because you're gonna be putting it into, you know, your tortilla shells. Okay, this is taco seasoning, so I'm gonna put a little bit over this now, and then once we get everything into the jar, I might add a little bit more once we get everything in the jar here. Voila, 4 shredded mushroom caps. These are portobello style mushrooms. I'm gonna top it off with that last tablespoon of taco seasoning, and then we're gonna just package this up and into the cooler it goes, okay? So this is ready. You can pull this out on taco night when you're camping, or really food prep, any food prep, you can use this. Heat it up. It'll be a delicious taco topping with those seasonings. You're not gonna miss the meat, I promise you. All right, kebabs. From what I understand, everyone makes them when they're camping, and I love kebabs. I mean, if we're grilling, I'm doing veggie kebabs, and goodness, mushrooms are usually the superstar of all the veggie kebabs. So we've just got some classic mixed vegetables here, and of course we're using the baby bellas. Again, they have such a wonderful flavor. I absolutely love the baby bellas. So all of our kebabs, we've got you want to have at least 3 mushrooms on every kebab that you make. So pretty easy to assemble these. Again, something that even young children can do. Just be careful of the little pointy part of the kebab, but that's it. All right, so green pepper, red onion, got a little zucchini here. We'll add another mushroom. Red onion, mushroom. That one's good. Start with the mushroom. Kebabs are fantastic for camping. I mean, whether you're grilling or just cooking right over the open flame, these work great. A little tip, if you're working with these bamboo skewers, you do want to make sure that you always soak the bamboo skewers. Usually I try to go for at least 20 minutes. The reason you want to do that is you don't want your sticks to catch on fire. You just want it to be the device that holds the mushrooms while you cook. And we can't let this guy sit alone, so there we go. Someone who's OCD on the camping trip won't like this, but I'll take this one with the extra mushroom, okay? All right, so these are ready to go camping. Again, you just cover this tray up, pop it in your cooler, and it's good to go for the camping trip. Okay, so hot pan, these just came out. Now these are they need just a few more minutes. I'm preparing these knowing that I'm going to be reheating them up once we get to the campsite. So I'll show you though how easy these come out of the muffin tins. Just so easy, right? And then these, you know, just 1 or 2 more minutes in a cast iron over the campfire and they will be perfect. So I'm gonna let these come to room temperature, package them up, and then I'll put them in the cooler with our other prepped food. So this season, when you are preparing for camping, make sure you think about mushrooms and the many versatile ways that you can use them, from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and every eating occasion in between. So to everyone, have a wonderful camping season, and please check out MontereyMushrooms.com. Like I said, they have this amazing new ebook that they did to celebrate camping with mushrooms. And from everyone at Monterey Mushrooms and the Produce Moms, we wish you a happy summer.